vara tillbaka. Så då är Kate här från HubSpot, så ska hon berätta om lite nya lanseringar i HubSpot. Hon pratar på engelska så ni vet. So Kate, you go ahead.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for that introduction, Josephine, and I hope you all enjoyed the breakout rooms there. So firstly, apologies that I'm barging into the hug and speaking English, so bear with me, and I'm sure if there's anything you don't understand, maybe you can pop it in the chat and Josephine or Oliver can jump in. But just to say a couple of things about myself. My name's Kate. I'm a channel consultant here in HubSpot working in the Nordic markets. So I work with a number of amazing partners such as Struct Sales, who I'd be working with day to day, and really so excited to be here and talk to you all. So I hope this is a really beneficial session for everybody. So just a quick agenda for today. We're kind of going to we had our inbound 2022, which was the first inbound we'd had in person in 2 years, which is hugely exciting over in Boston at our HQ. So there's a couple of kind of key themes that came out of all of the keynote speakers across the weekend. Hopefully some of you got to have a look at some of the talks or even attend in person. I didn't get to head over this year, but apparently it was an amazing event and everybody had great things to say. So we'll just kind of go over some quick highlights and takeaways from the main speakers at Inbound, and then also a couple of product updates that I think were announced at Inbound that I really think are really exciting and will be really beneficial for you all. So we'll kick off with kind of the three main themes that were spoken about during the keynote speakers, and in particular Yamini's talk at our kind of the opening event. So disconnection is, if you listen to any of the talks or if you have a chance to read back over any of the articles that have come out since, disconnection is a huge theme across the board. So that really makes sense in terms of the world that we're living in. So during the pandemic, a lot of companies quickly had to shift into digital mode overnight. So there was a bit of a frenzy of buying different point solutions. So there was, a tool for every task, every team, and each department. And the problem is a lot of these tools, though useful, they aren't connecting. So that can mean that your teams internally are disconnected from each other, and your data isn't speaking to each other. So one thing that I thought was really interesting in the article that Yamini released post her talk was that the average scaling company at the moment has 242 software tools today. So you can imagine if these tools aren't speaking to each other, the disconnection you're going to have within your team, and how that's going, the disconnection that's going to lead for your customers going forward. So if people are disconnected from each other, and then also we need to take into account the general distrust that a lot of customers have at the moment with companies who have their data. Customers are just much more wary of where their data is going at the moment, who they feel they can trust with it from various different factors in the world. It is a theme that I'm sure you've all seen in your business, and it's something that we see daily in HubSpot. So you can imagine if your customer is speaking to you and they feel that maybe they're getting different messages from each team that they speak to, and the teams aren't talking to each other, that's not going to help that kind of relationship grow and to engage in that trusting relationship that we really want with our customers. So this is kind of leading us into the age of the connected customer, which is where HubSpot's focus is going to be going forward. So we kind of see this as the next stage of the flywheel. Flywheel's not stopped, but flywheel's always moving in terms of engage, attract, delight, but we need to include connection here. So really, the message coming from Inbound was that every company should have a connected customer growth strategy. And what that means is connected customer growth. It's about optimizing every stage of your customer's journey to boost that connection. So, looking at your attract, engage, and delight strategies and making sure that they're relevant and what are providing value with you. So, for example, a lot of companies find that 20% of their content creates 80% of the value for their customers and for themselves. So leaning into those areas that are actually connecting with your customers and not sending out various emails that aren't getting conversions for you. So HubSpot kind of really has always lived this message through the way we're set up. We've got our connected applications, so our marketing, sales, service, and CMS hubs and operations hub now, they're all designed to work together and connect your entire office. So it's your go-to-market teams, a single unified view of your customer journey. We're a totally connected platform. So our CRM platform provides hubs with connected data, and it's totally extensive. So the platform is customizable. We've got over 1,000 app integrations, and it gives you huge flexibility at scale while ensuring that you've got one single source of truth for all of your customers and all of your data. And also, I'm sure you all know, HubSpot is a really connected community once you're within us. So as companies need more software to grow, we are growing our own academy, our educational content, as well as our own network, and events such as these, our Tug events that Struck Sales have really kindly put on today, will only help kind of connect that community, because we can all learn so much from each other. So yeah, like I said before, it's all about growing our new growth playbook and making sure that that's consistent, giving consistent value to your customers. So making sure that we're only engaging in activities that bring the customers, making sure that we have the context for everything, so that our sales team have the exact same data as our marketing team, improving that connection across the customer to give across your own company, to give the customer that totally connected view and choice. Also, people want choice now more than ever, now that as we've moved online, and I'm sure you're feeling this within your own organizations, there's more choice than ever before. So ensuring that all of our systems are flexible to allow our customers to give their market and their clients a totally flexible experience, to give them the choice that customers are really demanding nowadays. So yeah, this is kind of a high-level summary of what Yamini shared at HubSpot. So, of what we need to do. So this is what we mentioned, relooking at the playbook for customer growth. So these are kind of the steps that we need to go through. So you need to consider a strategy that focuses on first-party data to adapt to our changing privacy policies. And, GDPR, and this is becoming, I know even within your own market, this is such a hot topic as people become more and more concerned about where their data is. So this really needs to be front of mind for any strategies going forward. Then also, diversifying your distribution strategy, how you reach prospects and customers in meaningful ways. It's not about sending cold emails anymore that aren't personalized. Personalization is really a demand of the customer now. And it's about trying to engage buyers where they are. So joining the conversation where they're actually speaking about it. So whether that be through social or through messaging apps, just diversifying that and making sure that you're getting to the customers that you need to. So we also need to bring better context, research, data, and proof into outreach and engagements in order to really fight for that open rate. I think even if you look at your own inbox nowadays, you'll see that there is just constant noise in there. So, making sure that you have the data to make sure that the message that you're putting in front of your customers will stand out and get that open rate, which is becoming harder and harder to achieve. So, today buyers expect, I think, convenience is king at the moment. So customers really expect that their software and services to be as simple as buying anything online with the click of a button, and if I'm sure you've seen it so many times that if you have to go through multiple stages of filling in different forms, giving data that you've already provided, it just becomes frustrating. And that's how we see a lot of items left behind in the shopping cart. So, making sure that the buying experience is a total breeze is really becoming more and more key. And then also providing channel choice. So buyers want to engage wherever they can, whenever they can. So you need to meet them there. So thinking about all of these things, which I'm sure have come up in maybe even just the breakout rooms that you did a few moments ago, the kind of various challenges that our customers and markets as a whole are facing. And, just HubSpot are evolving our tools, and we've announced more product updates at Inbound and beyond that will enable you to bring this connected experience to your customer that they really demand, and to see growth through that. So yeah, so to enable the next decade of this connected customer growth playbook, you will need the right technology and the right way of thinking about the tech that you use. And we believe that HubSpot is differentiated and positioned to help you with this. We've always been a connected commerce powered CRM, and that's never been more relevant than it is at the moment. So, we've always brought our customers together through the ease of connection between the various hubs, and then also bringing our direct customers together through our educational content. So we've had over 400,000 growth professionals get certified through our HubSpot Academy, and we have had over 10 million visitors to our blog each month. So that just shows you the depth of the demand there is for knowledge out there. And I think it really shows that when working with HubSpot, we provide you with the educational tools you need to ensure that you're getting the best from the software you've purchased. So I hope that comes through in the experience that you've all had working with HubSpot. And we're also growing this incredible peer-to-peer community, and that's our connected community. So yeah, like I said, we can all learn from one another, and the more we see events like what we're all attending today, the opportunity to speak to partners, similar customers and partners in your market, the more we can all grow. When I started in HubSpot, everybody said that it's a tool that continues to grow and at a rapid pace. So I think the more that we can lean into that community and continue to grow that through, whether that be our partner network or our Slack channels, everything that we have available to build within our HubSpot community, the more we can grow and the more fruitful we can all be in helping everybody with the connected customer growth strategy, which is becoming more and more vital than ever. So that was kind of the top line overview of everything we spoke about at Inbound. So I hope that was interesting and maybe kind of was speaking to some of the issues that you may have discussed within your breakout rooms, and hopefully it kind of struck a note with what you're experiencing day to day within your companies. So I'm sure you're kind of thinking, okay, well, how's HubSpot actually going to enable this? It's not all doom and gloom. We've announced some really amazing product updates. These are just kind of a sample of them. There's more to come, but I thought these would be the most relevant today because I'm conscious that I'm probably talking at you a lot and it's a lot to take in. So we'll just go through kind of a couple of the top line features. So in terms of data management and data quality, we spoke about how important that is and how much more what's this phrase? More aware of where our data goes that we are nowadays, ourselves and our customers, I'm sure. So our new import handling feature, this is a new feature that it just improves your import experience. So when you import a bunch of data from one of your integrations or your partner apps, this new import handling feature will just call out any errors much sooner. So this will eliminate the risk of you uploading any data that has errors in it to your CRM, where once it's in there, it's much harder to break down where the error might be, especially if you're getting into workflows and automation such as that. So this is actually a feature that's live right now for all Operations Hub subscriptions, and you'll probably notice a theme that a lot of the updates that were announced are on using Operations Hub. That is primarily because I'm sure you all know Operations Hub is our newest hub. It's really exciting and it kind of it's kind of been the missing piece that hasn't been there for a while. So we're really excited by that. It's growing at an enormous rate, and you're going to be seeing so many more updates coming along with Operations Hub, which will really tie together all of your other hubs. So I think there'll be some more updates that we go through here, which will be really exciting for you all. So then we've got our custom objects builder. I know that custom objects is one of the kind of favored features that we have within all of the very amazing tools that we offer. I think even I was speaking to one of my partners last week, and she said, oh, I remember when custom objects was announced at Inbound, and I was like jumping for joy. So we know how important this is and what an amazing tool it is. So it's getting some updates. So this is all about optimizing your customer interactions by seeing your customer information really easily on your record. So you'll be able to just quickly, in a few clicks, see any recent communications you've had with your customers, any important properties and associated contacts, companies, deals, or tickets. So it's really all about ensuring that everything is available to you in one space, so that, again, going back to that point of connection, everything's connected, everyone within your team is speaking to one another, and that all of your information is really easy to view. So that is in public beta at the moment. So if that's something you're interested in, please reach out to your HubSpot representative and they can look at getting you involved in that beta and get you testing out those features. So that's in the process at the moment and should be launched across all subscriptions really, really soon, which is so exciting. And then moving into CMS Hub. So kind of just growing our free CMS tools. And one thing that I think is so exciting is our new free CMS website builder. So this allows you to build a beautiful, really professional looking website, completely free, no coding required. So this is a totally free tool. And, this is available to all CMS users. So you can have a starter free subscription and you're still able to use this amazing tool. And the reason that we've made this so widely available is because we know that, I'm not telling you anything new, that your website is often the first point of contact for new customers. And now your growing businesses more than ever need to have a professional looking site so that customers feel secure handing over their data, purchasing on these sites, and also that it's a beautiful user experience. So this can now be really easily done using our free CMS tools, which is so exciting. And I think this is an amazing opportunity for smaller businesses to, get that, and kind of just that first port of call is so important. So we kind of think of it as the shop front now, and this is just so exciting. It's going to really be a huge opportunity for customers who haven't used HubSpot before, or maybe even don't have a website. I think this is going to be a tool that really brings a lot more people into the HubSpot community and will be a huge opportunity for anybody setting up a new business. So then moving into Marketing Hub. So our marketing campaigns tool is growing further and further. So again, most of the updates you'll see is all about making sure that your data is really easily found all in one area. So we've reviewed marketing, how we manage the marketing campaigns and all of the information. So you no longer kind of need to guess your return on investment in your marketing campaigns. You can really easily turn your tactics into a live marketing campaign where you can see what the goals are, where it's landing, and also you can measure the return on investment across all of your campaigns. So the way we do this, you'll see again, it's all through connection. The new marketing campaigns tool uses features such as one unified calendar, comments threads, and task lists, which just leads to great team alignment and seamless campaign management, which will, once your team is aligned, we really believe that it'll flow into your customer experience. So this is now live for any Marketing Hub professional or enterprise customers. So if you weren't aware of it, I hope that's a new tool that you're able to link into. Needless to say, you're still able to link all of your Google AdWords accounts or any paid social accounts you have in there. So you have one holistic view of how your campaigns are performing and how your the kind of next step your teams need to do, which is just an amazing project management tool to have. So I hope some of you have already been using that, and if not, maybe it's something you can start to look into using. Then we've got our WhatsApp integration. You may have remembered a little while back I mentioned that it's all about getting customers where the conversation's happening, and that's really what our new WhatsApp integration allows. It's about allowing total ease of communication with your customers, getting to them where they're speaking, so they're not trying to dig into an email to get their confirmation of a booking. That it's all in, I think, for all of us, definitely me anyways, WhatsApp is the app that I'm clicking into most times a day. So to be able to have all of that information stored in that place is an amazing resource. And hopefully, I know that this is one of the features that when it was announced at Inbound, I got the most kind of feedback from colleagues saying, oh, can we be involved in the beta? So it's in private beta at the moment. So a lot of partners have asked to be involved in this. And when it's open, it will be available to marketing and Service Hub professional and enterprise customers. So I know this has been really exciting, and it's just a new way of speaking to your customers. Then our customer journey analytics. So I think everything I've spoken about so far has really been about how your customers reach you, and making sure that their journey is really seamless and they feel secure and protected throughout all of that. So there's growing importance for our customer analytics and for gaining really meaningful insights from our consumer data. And our kind of updated customer journey analytics tool really leans into that. So with the new customer journey analytics currently in beta, you can visualize the current customer journey end to end, totally visual. You can really walk the walk with them and see where, just put your own customer hat on and see, okay, is this maybe the point where I would jump off? Is there something we can do to improve the customer journey here? So it's all about making the experience as best as it can be for your customers to improve your growth and really kind of solve for the customer in a really easy, cohesive way. And then simple marketing automation. We've just simplified our workflows and forms and emails. So I think I mentioned before, it's all about personalization. So you can quickly automate and personalize the emails that you're sending to your customers without investing a huge amount of time. So the time that you're spending maybe putting in those personalizations with this automation, hopefully that will free up your team to look at other areas, again, making your life a little bit easier and hopefully bringing together your team a bit more for a totally cohesive customer experience. And then finally, Sales and Service Hub. We have a few updates here. So custom goals, this is all about the ease of updating your team's goals and keeping your team focused. And I think one thing you'll notice on the two updates I'm going to mention to you on the goals and for sales and for Service Hub is that it's all about ease of use. And we know that a lot of sales teams are getting a huge amount of data coming into them. They've deals going, and with the fast-paced nature of a sales department, they just don't have time to reach in here, or they're maybe losing deals by not having all of the information in one place for them. So with our custom goals reporter, you can have the ease of updating your team's goals and keep your team focused. So you can see here, set up your goals. You can quickly review, dip in, see how they're performing, see how far off they are hitting those goals, which is, I think for management, is going to be a real game changer in terms of just having an ease of being able to see your teams, keeping you connected to your teams. So you're not trying to remember what the goals were, the exact features. And it means that it's all about having just a single source of truth, one page kind of hymn sheet that we're all singing from. And then we've also got our new updated deal management overview. So this is really just an improved view of all your deals at each stage of the sales funnel. So this is kind of the helicopter view of all the current deals, so you can align your teams, your metrics. This is real time saver across teams. So from the day-to-day sales teams, they'll be able to see at what stage in the funnel their various deals are at, and it'll also save management a lot of time, I believe, in that we'll be able to quickly see who's working on what, where can we move things around, and just see what deals aren't moving. So again, creating a totally connected experience for your team to all be working together. So I'm sure anybody who has Sales Hub, especially professional or enterprise, has hopefully seen this tool, seen the kind of benefits of it. I hope it's made your life just a little bit easier, and that you can see all of your deals in one lovely place. So I think it's really well said here. The easier deals are managed, the easier they are to close. So we're hoping that this beautiful new tool will help you close those deals and increase your revenue, especially coming into Q4, which I know is really busy for the Nordic market. So that was the end of my presentation. So those are the kind of key product updates that were pulled out from Inbound. So I'll just stop sharing and come back to you all. And I'll pass this deck on to Josephine, who might be able to send it on. And I hope that was really useful.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kate. Do any of you have any